Hey YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Sorry for the bad lighting in my room. It's not really the best lighting here in my dorm room. But the one thing I'll say with the whole Deshaun Watson thing is now we know more info. We had a reaction video which talked about essentially, we got Watson, which is great, but now it's actually like the aftermath. It's the details, things like that. And I'm seeing a lot of buzz in the media of the channel about Deshaun Watson, this, that. I think it's pretty objective when you say Deshaun Watson as a quarterback, when he plays, he could be suspended. When he plays, he will be an upgrade from Baker Mayfield, especially with the scheme that Stefanski runs, some boot rules, run, pass. And you're not going to be able to predict, is it Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, the offensive line, or is it Watson passing the ball? Even when Deshaun Watson is in five wide and it's a passing situation, I'd feel more comfortable with him against Baker Mayfield in five wide. And Lamar Jackson will always be a better runner than Deshaun Watson, but I would say Watson's a better thrower. If anyone does think Lamar is a better thrower than Deshaun Watson, then I'm not even gonna talk to you, bro. Like that's just being like immature. It's being not even immature. That's just being a bitch. Lamar Jackson, like, yeah, he can throw the ball, and he's not the worst accurate quarterback, but I feel like in terms of, like, making the reads, like, I'd rather have Deshaun Watson than I would Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson is a great runner, and I would say Deshaun Watson's not really a great runner, but I think he's definitely a good runner. Like, I would say Josh Allen, he's great. Lamar Jackson, he's a great runner. But Deshaun Watson is still a good runner on his feet. So you have to remember he can run pretty good as a scrambler and he can throw. So you have to realize there's that aspect too to the Browns game that Baker Mayfield could not do. I'm not really a huge advocate for Baker Mayfield slander. I do understand that he was not that great, but again, I feel like people are acting like he's Sam Darnold. He wasn't Sam Darnold. He won a playoff game. He went to the playoffs. He took the Browns to the playoffs. He was literally the Browns' savior for a part of history. The franchise sucked in the whole 21st century pretty much, and here he took a team that went 0-16, which is defeated, and he took that team to pretty much an average to an above average team. 2020 was a good team. And we were 5 points away from the AFC Championship versus the Chiefs. And, what it comes down to is you think about the Deshaun Watson trade. Look at what the Niners gave up for Trey Lance. They literally gave up, I want to say it was 3 first-round picks. And, I'm having a tough time here picking up on what the trade was. But I'm pretty sure, let me just find if I can figure out this real quick. Can I figure I like why it's so hard to find like the exact Trey Lance trade? All right, so they traded 3 first-round picks and a third-round pick, all for the third pick. So the Niners, they traded 3 first rounders and a third. We traded 3 first rounders and a third and a fifth, or a third and a fourth. So we give up a fourth. We got Deshaun Watson. They got Trey Lance. So yeah, Trey Lance is younger by like 4 or 5 years, but Deshaun Watson is like 27. Trey Lance is like what? I'm not even sure what Trey Lance is. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're like 4 or 5 years apart. Trey Lance, we don't really know his talent that much. We know he has a lot of upside. 6'4", he can run, he can throw. We know that he did beat the Texans in I think his only regular season start. That was his only start. I don't know though. I think he played versus the Cardinals too, and he lost. But I don't know, man. Like I really don't know. Like you have to realize you look at other trades, what other teams did. Look at what the Broncos did. They gave up like 3 first round picks. They gave up Noah Fant, who's one of the top 5 youngest star tight ends in the league, Shelby Harris, who's a big interior DT for them, and also Drew Lock, who was pretty much pointless. Um, but I know Russell Wilson's also a Super Bowl quarterback. So Russell Wilson, he proved he can go to a Super Bowl, and win a Super Bowl. But the one thing everyone forgets though is Deshaun Watson, he was up 24-0 versus the Chiefs, and you have to understand he almost went to the AFC Championship. He would have played the Titans literally 3 years ago. It wasn't 10 years ago. I mean, I understand Deshaun Watson, like, I understand that, yeah, he had he had 1 year off. Wait, did he have 1 year off or 2 years off? See, even I'm kind of forgetting right now. I think he was off. Did he play in the COVID year? I don't think so. I don't even, dude. Why? Deshaun Watson, 2020.
According to Fox Sports, according to Pro Football Focus, Watson took his game to the next level in 2020. His regular season passing grade.
Okay, so I don't know why I thought that he was off for. So he was only off for 1 year, actually, not 2 years. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for not knowing that, but, like, dude, it's hard to keep up with everything in the NFL. Like, dude, I mean, he had 1 year off. I mean, it's not like he's. I don't know, dude. Like, the one thing I'll say is, for what we gave up, yeah, I know he hasn't won a Super Bowl like Russell Wilson did, but I would still rather get a 27-year-old Watson than a 33-year-old Wilson. Like, Russell Wilson is really good, and I get it, but, like, you also gave up more. Like, Noah Fant, all that stuff. Like, we just gave up those 3 firsts. I don't really care about the 3rd and 5th rounder right now. 3rd and 4th rounder, sorry. Because the 3rd and 4th rounder is not even this year's. It's next year's and all that stuff. So, like, what it comes down to is I think the media just thinks, and, like, some Browns fans could be saying this. I cannot speak for all Browns fans, but people are probably worried about on this channel, Matt, how do you feel? Well, here's how I feel. I feel like Deshaun Watson is an upgrade. I don't care if he's suspended. He's not going to be suspended all season. Even if he's suspended 8 games, 4 games, even 12 games, I don't care. If the Browns, because we had Jacoby Brissett, and Jacoby Brissett, he did, like, okay on the Dolphins. You now give him Nick Chubb, the O-line, some, Amari Cooper, Njoku, all that stuff. Like, even bring back Landry, hopefully Clowney. You still got Garrett Ward, the good defense, all that stuff. Brissett can at least win maybe half the games. I mean, maybe, like, under half. So you literally, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's gonna win all the game, all stuff. If Deshaun Watson is injured, not injured, suspended for like 8 games, you have to hope Brissett can go 3-5 or 4-4, and then Deshaun Watson will take over at a 4-4 team. I would hope he can make the playoffs, and then once you're in the playoffs, the suspension's over. Like, you can't make that excuse anymore for non-Browns fans. So, like, here's what I'll say about Deshaun Watson, right? Like, this is like the theme of the video. Yeah, I understand that he had a year off. Yeah, I understand that he still has his civil cases. But as of right now, he is not guilty on a criminal offense. And I think people have to realize you have to understand you're innocent until proven guilty. And I think that, I understand he has 22 women against him, and I don't support that. I think it is sus. I think it's kind of alarming. But you have to realize, until he's guilty or someone has, like, literal proof, I'm not going to, like, judge Deshaun Watson until it's actually guilty. I think that's one great thing about the American judicial system, is you have to recognize he is innocent until proven guilty. There have been so many people in history that have just been serving a sentence and they've been innocent this whole time. I know there's 22 women. I get it. But, like, I'm not going to sit there and wear a shirt that says Deshaun Watson is a fucking loser until someone actually fucking proves it. Like, I'm not sitting here, I'm not supporting a rapist. I'm not supporting a sexual assault person. Literally sitting here, I'm doing what the American judicial system says. It says, show me the proof, and if you don't have proof, then I don't really understand how I can sit there and be 100% sure that this person is a fucking sexual assault person. He seems sus. It seems weird. I can't really fully support him because it's sus, but I can't fully hate him either. And I think there's the whole argument too of the whole double standard. Like, people have been saying now for 20 some years, Cleveland Browns fans, can you guys get a fucking quarterback? Well, NFL community, NFL media, we got a quarterback. You know, I'm not saying he's top 5 right now, but 2-3 years ago, he was top 5, top 6 on the PFF rankings, and just in general, like, you can just look at him, see the plays he makes, and see he's top 5. Like, he's not top 5 right now, but he was 3-4 years ago, 2 years ago. And it's like, you have to realize there's a difference. From a Browns fan point of view, there is a difference in saying Deshaun Watson guaranteed will bring us success. Deshaun Watson guaranteed. I'm not saying anything guaranteed, but you would be delusional if you said the Browns were better off without Deshaun Watson and we should not have him in the team at all. Like, if he's guilty, then yeah, he should be off the team, obviously. But as long as he's innocent and he's not, like, pretty much a sexual assault rapist, I don't really see why you wouldn't have him on the team. People are like, get rid of Baker, he sucks. Well, we got rid of Baker. So, like, it's a double standard. Like, everyone is saying Baker sucks, and then, you know, get rid of him, he sucks. Then we get rid of him, and then the Browns still get hate. I mean, like, it's just like, people are always going to hate the Browns, bro, and, like, I'm not playing the victim card. I'm just saying it's just, we are one of the worst franchises in NFL history, and even if we win a Super Bowl, people are still going to say, oh, you won with the rapist, even though he's innocent, and he wasn't proven guilty. People will say, oh, you only won one Super Bowl. We won 6, you little bitch. People are always going to say shit. And it's just like, for example, this is baseball talk. You know, even basketball talk. You know, people always hate LeBron James. They hate the king. And you think about what he did against the whole Golden State Warriors team. Like, that team was stacked. And I know we had Kevin Love. I know we had Kyrie Irving. Well, Love and Irving was injured the first year. So it was literally just LeBron James in the first finals of 2015, 2014. So he didn't have a stacked team the first year. And then the other 3 years, he did have a supporting cast, but he at least won one of those years. And he came back 3-1 versus a team that had 72 wins in the regular season. So people just hate LeBron James. I have no idea why you hate him. He literally was 18 years old, drafted from St. Mary's High School, or wherever school he went to. I don't really care that much. I mean, it's like, dude, LeBron James, like, I hate basketball. I literally, like, I hate basketball. I would not be watching basketball if it was not for LeBron James. And this is just, like, this is from somebody who, like I said, like, I was born and raised out of Cleveland, Ohio. LeBron James, he changed the way I viewed basketball. Like, he literally just took over this league, bro. And I know he didn't win that many NBA championships, but, like, you have to realize, dude, it's not all about winning. It's about being there. And he led the Cavs, and he did it for the city of Cleveland, bro. Like, that means so much for us. And in a baseball sense, look at what the Cleveland Indians did. And I can say the Indians because it was the past. In 2016, we went to the World Series, and we had one of the lowest salary caps in baseball. And we blew a 3-1 lead, but look what happened in Game 7 versus Aroldis Chapman. That was a great scenery for the Cleveland Indians. And it's just like, that's what the sport's all about. It's the thrill, it's being there. And I feel like the Cleveland Browns, that's all it takes is one Super Bowl. And it will literally, like, some of you guys might, disagree. That's fine. That's all it takes is one Super Bowl. And my life is complete. I just want to see one Super Bowl in my lifetime. And so many Browns fans who are 60 and 70, they've been watching us in the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. It's been 50, 40 some years. The Browns have never won a Super Bowl. I really hope I can see one in my lifetime. And, at the end of the day, people have to realize it's not just about winning in school. It's not just about getting A's. It's because literally Super Bowls is like that. Oh, I got 6 Super Bowls. Oh, I got a 4.0 GPA. Yeah, nobody cares. What school comes down to is, do you learn? What a fan comes down to is, do you have fun? Are you thrilled? And the one thing that nobody can take away from me is how much fun I have with Cleveland sports. I have enjoyed watching LeBron James in basketball. I'm not the biggest Cavs fan, but I will say, take away LeBron James, that changed my because basketball is my third favorite sport. I don't like it that much. But take away LeBron James, my experience is diminished. The Cleveland Indians have one of the lowest salary caps in baseball. Compare that to the Dodgers and Yankees. But look at what the Indians did to me. A fun Yeah, we lost, but it was a fun World Series. It was thrilling. The Indians have been to so many, I want to say 5 playoffs in the last 10 years. That's been fun to watch. The Browns had a fun 2020 season. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to support for football for the Browns franchise, but I will say, even though it was 0-16, I was there every game at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was there supporting my team, even though we're 0-16, and it's a double standard. I don't really think a lot of you would be there for your team. I mean, some of you would be, but ask yourself that. If your team was 0-14, 0-15, are you there? Are you still there tailgating for that 16th game, or are you sitting at home hiding from social media because you're embarrassed to be a fan? I am never embarrassed to be a Browns fan. I will always be a Browns fan my whole life, and I'm not gonna let Deshaun Watson, and the NFL media ruin it for me. Deshaun Watson, until he's proven guilty, I will support him. I will be there at his side. But if he is guilty, I cannot support a rapist, and I cannot support someone who sexually assaulted 22 women. So what it comes down to is Deshaun Watson. I really hope you're not guilty. I hope he can be here for the Browns fans, and I really think individuals who are trying to say, oh, Deshaun Watson was not worth the trade. Oh, Deshaun Watson suspension. Oh, Deshaun Watson this, blah, blah, blah. Again, I said it 4 times, I'll say it the 5th time. It's a double standard. So many NFL media critics said, get rid of Baker Mayfield. Get a good quarterback. Well, guess what? We did that, and we're still getting slandered for it. So what do you want to do, NFL media? I mean, I really don't care about the NFL media that much. I just, enough's enough. I don't care that much, but I just see it every day in the news. It's just that's why I don't watch the news that much. That's why I don't watch ESPN. It's the same shit. Tom Brady and Josh Allen, all these quarterbacks. Well, here's the problem. You can't find Josh Allen quarterbacks every day. You can't find a Tom Brady in the backyard. It's so hard to find an NFL quarterback, and now that we found one, we're getting shit for it. So at the end of the day, bro, in a non-cocky sense, what it comes down to is if the Browns can just have a good Deshaun Watson outing, I just don't know how you can talk shit about it. If you don't win a Super Bowl, I mean, yeah, it would suck because the Browns have a top 5 team on paper, Deshaun Watson. But it's bro, if we win one Super Bowl, or at least go to the Super Bowl, that's all that matters, bro. You're there, you had fun. Look at Bengals fans. Are you gonna really say that season was for nothing? They were there. They had fun. They almost won the last drive, a game-winning drive for Joe Burrow. So it's that's what football is about. That's what life's about. It's not making the most money. It's about having fun, being happy. School is about learning, not getting all A's. And I think people forget about that. You're not going to have a perfect team, bro. You're going to have some holes here and there. And speaking from the NFL, from the bottom of the totem pole, being a Browns fan, I can attest to you, and I can literally be here for proof, that the NFL, you can still have fun without winning. Bye, guys. Take care, and go Browns.